Hey guys, Sidra here, back for another video, and today we're going to be talking about the future of smartphones. So, smartphones have been changing a lot over the past years. There's wireless charging, bezel-less screens, better batteries. So let's talk about that. So to start off, we have the portless features. So Apple and many companies have removed the headphone jack, moving to a portless feature. And the portless feature is pretty close, I would say, because you can actually live portless on your phone, I'm sure. Like, you have to deal with wireless charging, which is harder than a regular phone charging system. But Bluetooth headphones, Bluetooth sound is good. You do not need a headphone jack in most circumstances. So, headphone jack, that's taken care of, but your charging port, you can live without it, but wireless charging needs to go to the next level. So there is a new company working on an idea of wireless charging, where you can walk into a room holding your phone and it'll start charging. And personally, that seems like an idea which is gonna cost a lot of money and take a lot of time into development, and I feel it's still in development. But if that came in, it would possibly just change the whole industry, because then wireless charging would have come to the next level. Now another thing is, you know how Starbucks has those wireless charging pads? So we have not yet seen those wireless charging pads come everywhere. Like, imagine going into an Uber and the Uber driver, and like, they have a cord now, but imagine your Uber driver having a charging pad, or basically walking anywhere and having a charging pad, because a charging pad is like this big and your phone charger is smaller, and for that reason it'll be hard to fit. So we need to, for the future of wireless charging, either go with wireless charging where you can walk into a room and your phone starts charging, or we should have a type of wireless charging which allows you to have a charging pad everywhere. And yes, wireless charging has come a long way. Most companies for smartphones, as a standard on their flagship phones, put wireless charging, which we did not see earlier on older smartphones. And Starbucks has their wireless charging. In airports, they're beginning to put charging pads. I'm just saying, we're on our way, but we need to come to a future where you can just walk into a hotel room and your hotel room will have a wireless charger. Now, talking about smartphones and charging, let's get to batteries. So one thing we may be expecting is graphene. So graphene, if you guys do not know, pencils have graphite. And graphite is basically carbon. So carbon atoms is like, carbon's a special element which bonds with itself and has formed so many organic compounds that we use in our everyday life. For example, diamonds. Diamonds are very durable, and graphite still classifies as a non-metal, but graphite conducts electricity and it actually does a good job. So graphene is actually the future of organic compounds, which we're going to see taking over metal and batteries, because currently we use lithium, which is the lightest metal, for batteries, but lithium ion batteries are dangerous. Like, lithium is also highly flammable, so lithium ion batteries, when heated too much, can catch fire. And we may have a solution, or may not, with graphene, But one thing we can see with graphene is something that's being worked in labs currently and still is hard for us to get our hands on. But we're hoping in the future it'll be there in smartphone batteries. Imagine this. Something being better metal conductor, electricity conductor than graphite, but also be as strong as diamond. Like, imagine that. That is gonna be able to store so much with so little, because graphite also weighs less or is not as dense as lithium. So graphene, I think it's gonna be there pretty soon, given its high capabilities. But we all have to wait, because graphene currently is only one atom thin, meaning you can't see it sideways. So let's hope our organic chemists get working and make some graphene batteries for smartphones, because those are gonna like charge in a few seconds and last a few days. Like, that's a future that's really bright, but we do not know when it's coming. Now, last but not least, let's talk about the most promising one of these, which is bezel-less displays. So we have the notch trend on many smartphones, and phones are just becoming more and more bezel-less. But we have never got 100% screen to body ratio. Or actually we have. Oppo and Vivo did manage to put the fingerprint into the screen, which was a big move, and I hope Samsung puts. And the other thing is, that slide out camera is not all that safe, because imagine running and accidentally keeping it out, or possibly, taking a selfie if you're running and smashing it into a wall. Like, it's not liable. And to bring the screen to body ratio low, but not 100% or high in the terms of using, Apple actually might be a leader in technology. So Apple currently has a patent on moving screen around the speaker and front camera, basically saying we have the speaker and front camera built in to the screen. So that is something we're going to be seeing soon. So yeah, that's the future of smartphones. Yeah guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the big thumbs up, drop a nice comment, hit subscribe. Yeah guys, goodbye.